So many people that I know personally are basically addicted to sleeping in. If they don't have to wake up early for school or work or any other commitment that's not their choice, then they're going to be sleeping in until God knows how long. They might even think that they're disciplined, but as soon as they have to wake up for something that's their own choice to get up, like working on their own business, or working on a YouTube channel, or going to the gym, going for a run, they will not wake up. Or maybe they don't even want to sleep in. Maybe instead, they want to wake up early, but it's that mental thought in the back of their mind that puts them on autopilot, and it makes them think, well, I don't have to wake up early. This is my own choice. I can sleep in more. No one's gonna punish me. And as soon as they go to bed, the night before, they have this like, fuck yeah, motivated feeling of, you know, I'm gonna set my alarm early, I'm gonna wake up, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna spring out of bed, I'm gonna get to work. But as soon as that first alarm goes off, for 5 or 6 or maybe even 7 a.m., they never spring out of bed. They make up as many excuses as possible. Oh, I'll sleep in another 15, another 30, another hour. How many times have you told yourself that you're gonna wake up in 15 more minutes, set that snooze button or whatever, and how many times have you actually woken up after that 15 minutes? Every single time you snooze, you increase your chances of sleeping in. It doesn't get any easier. That 15 minutes doesn't make anything easier. You're just prolonging it. On the other hand, you've got the extremely disciplined entrepreneur. The guy that wakes up at 5 a.m. every single day. Just like Kobe Bryant when he was waking up at 4 a.m. to practice before everyone else. And every single day he does that without fault. You wake up so early and you're so used to it that at this point, on your bad days where you sleep in, you're only sleeping in until about 7 a.m. 7 a.m. for you is a sleep in, where for most people, 7 a.m. on a weekend, on a Sunday, is considered early. But that's how much work you've put in, that you have reset your baseline, that you have made your baseline of what a sleep in, unproductive day is already way above the average person. And those 3 to 4 extra hours that someone spends working on their business compared to the competition will compound like crazy over the next 6 months, the next 6 years. 6 years of work that is 2 to 4 hours more than your competition, that compounds like crazy, monumental leaps. When I was in high school, any chance I got to sleep in, if it was a pro D day, if it was a holiday, if it was a weekend, if school got canceled, I would take that chance and sleep in to the fullest extent. I would sleep in so much that it was more unbearable to stay in bed than it was to get out of bed. What time would it be? 12 p.m., 2 p.m. on a bad day? I'd wake up 12 p.m., 2 p.m., and I'd feel like a dirty human. The sun's out, people are moving around, cars are going. You hear all this background noise of things going on and you're still in bed. You're not involved. Of course, on Sundays, I had to wake up early. You know, I had school that started at, I think it was 8:30 a.m. I'd have to be up at 7. Or I'd have work on Sunday. I'd have to be up at 8. I'd have to be up at 9. Back then, that was early. But if you gave me the chance, I would sleep in. This one act of sleeping in led on to so many insecurities being built on in my life. Sleeping in meant that I would stay up late, playing a lot of video games, destroying my mental health. Sleeping in and staying up late playing video games meant that I would have bags under my eyes. I looked like a zombie. People would talk about that at school. They'd tell that to me. Sleeping in meant that I was the last one to be awake out of all my family members. They'd be having lunch when I'd be getting out of bed. They would of course make fun of me for that. I deserved it. I was a bum. Missing hangouts with my friends because I was sleeping in. Not seeing daylight because I was sleeping in. All these things came back to sleeping in. If I could just wake up a few hours earlier where it was actually the morning, even 9 a.m. compared to 12 p.m. would have had a huge impact on my life. But then again, I wasn't forced to. I had nothing on the line. I had no aspirations. The only thing that changed when I started waking up early was when I started having an ambition, when I started having a goal, that if I didn't wake up early, I wouldn't have reached that goal. You don't understand that. Maybe you do understand. But lots of other people don't understand the fact that if you don't wake up early today, you probably will wake up early tomorrow and the next day. And now that's 6 hours of work that you've missed out on. And life's a competition. You have to get that 6 hours over someone else. That 6 hours over someone else is the reason why you've signed that client and they didn't. That 6 hours is the reason why you're going to take someone else's client. or they're going to take your client. So even when I started entrepreneurship, I wasn't perfect at waking up early all the time. Sometimes I would aim for 5, 6 a.m., but most of the time it'd be 7 or 8, even when I'd want to wake up earlier. However, this one thing that I did recently, within the last month, changed everything. I could easily wake up at 7 a.m., but 5 a.m. was tough. Consistently 5 a.m. was extremely tough. Felt like it was impossible. Now what I do, I don't have my phone on me, but what I do is I take my phone, and when I'm sleeping, what I'll do is I'll slide it on the floor. It's a hardwood floor. So I'll set my alarm, and I'll literally slide my phone on the floor so I can't reach it. It'll end up about there, so I'm sleeping there, I'll slide my phone to there, and I can't reach it. And so then, when my alarm goes off, I literally have to get up, get out of my bed, and then turn it off. That works, but sometimes, you turn it off, you jump back in bed. So it's even better, set your alarms, and put it on the desk. Now I have to get physically out of my bed, walk over here, turn off the alarm. And I know what you're thinking. This is boring, this is unsexy advice, it's not some magical thing. I don't have a $99 program that's going to make you never sleep in again. There's no ashwagandha that you can take. It's simply just a habit. Habits change what you do. This is obvious. You've probably been on self-improvement for a while. The habit of going to the gym makes you bigger. The habit of putting your phone on the desk when you go to bed makes you sleep in less because you have to walk over there. Now, to fix the issue of grabbing your phone, turning off the alarm, and going back into bed, what you need to do, listen to me here. What you need to do, go to your desk, you turn off the alarm, it's 5 a.m., turn off your brain, stop thinking. As soon as you think of, why do I have to be up? What am I gonna do? You're gonna find an excuse and go back to bed, obviously. So turn off your alarm, turn off your brain, walk into the bathroom, turn on the shower to the coldest setting, and I know you're probably thinking cold showers, I've heard that 1,000 times, but trust me, you've trusted me with getting up out of bed, and I've now got you up out of bed and you've turned off the alarm, so trust me for this next step. Jump in that cold shower, the coldest setting possible, just for 10 seconds, enough so you can fully coat your body. You don't need to do a 10-minute Wim Hof breathing exercise challenge. Just jump in there, do a 360, get your whole body covered in cold water, wash your face because your face is sweaty when you sleep, and if you don't wash it, you'll get acne, and then wash your hair. Cover your whole body with cold water. Jump out, that might take 30 seconds to a minute, that's all you need. That cold water, once it hits you, a switch will be flipped. You're not even going to be thinking about going back to bed. I promise you, if the first thing you do is take a cold shower for even 30 seconds, your entrepreneur side in your brain is going to switch on immediately. You're going to know what to do. You're going to be like in attack mode. Even if it feels uncomfortable now, me saying it, just trust me, do it, and it will. It'll change everything. So if you've made it this far in the video, that's fantastic because most people don't have an attention span over 3 seconds. What I want you to do is click that first link in the description. It'll take you to my free school community. We've got about 94 members, almost 100 people just like me and you, and we connect and we try to make a full-time income with SMMA. I've even got 2 live calls every single week where you can personally ask me any question if it's about health or business or whatever it may be that'll help you improve your SMMA to get you to a full-time income. We're all going to do it together, and click that first link in the description and then come back to the video. This is what unambitious and broke people just don't understand. They will work a job that they claim is good, but as soon as they get that opportunity to do anything that is different, they'll take it. If they get a day off, they're going to sleep in. If they get a day off, they're not going to respond to work tasks. If they get a day off, they're not going to do anything that benefits them in work. To them, that might seem obvious. Yeah, of course, I'm not at work. Why would I do anything? To us, when we pursue a goal, everything in life we do is for that goal. I drink 4 liters of water a day so I don't get sick, so I can work more. I eat healthier food to improve my appearance, so that I can actually get a girlfriend that eventually motivates me to work harder. I go to the gym to clear my mental fog so I can work better. It's all related to business for us, our work. For them, if they get a slight opportunity to disconnect from work, then they'll take that, and they hate their lives. So along with disconnecting from work, on a Friday or a Saturday or maybe even both, they'll do drugs to completely disconnect from their work. Yet they tell you it's a good job. They tell you, yeah, it's fine, it's not bad. Not bad? Is that what you're willing to settle for? Unbelievable. It's just an unsustainable lifestyle. I ask some of the people that I know, some of my friends, how's work going? Yeah, it's going all right. It's pretty good. I like the job. But if you like it, then why do you sleep until noon on a weekend? Whereas when you work, you wake up at 7. If you had time off your job, wouldn't you want to do things that make you better at your job? Like waking up or going to the gym or eating healthier or reading about the work that you're doing. To me, that seems obvious. Yet when they have that free time, they're not using it to get better at their job. They're using it to escape reality. With me though, if you give me 30 minutes extra a day, I will do something with that 30 minutes that makes me better at my work. You really don't want to end up like this. That's why waking up early is so important. Because when you wake up early for your work, and you do that every single day, you naturally do things that make you better at your job, meaning that you'll get more money and you'll be more successful. And the first thing that you can do in your day to be successful is to wake up early. You can't do anything without waking up. You need to wake up, yet you need a lot of time in the day. So to fix all those issues, you have to wake up early. You gotta maximize your time. You and I, on the other hand, we've got such big goals that of course we're gonna take time out of our day to improve in our work. That's obvious. No matter what, no matter if we're actively doing the work or we're at the gym or we're about to go to bed, or we're reading a book, or we're even on a date, we're always thinking about how can I improve my business? Oh, am I wasting time right now? Should I be doing something else? Normal people aren't. They leave work and they clock out. And even if you aren't 100% perfect at accomplishing these things, just like waking up, that's fine, because at least you're trying. And trying and making the effort to be better is the first step of being better. A lot of people, they've got this idea, I don't know where it came from, that they need to be 100% perfect at waking up early, at going to the gym consistently, at getting good deep work blocks in. If you were perfect, if you were 100% at all those things, you'd be a millionaire by now. There's no doubt. These things are like skills. You have to build them up. It takes years to get perfect at them. 10,000 hours to become a master. So what makes you think that just because you can't get a solid deep work session in, that you're terrible at business and you're not going to succeed because you're not like Hamza or Iman Gadzi, who works like a dog all the time. They had to work up to there. So as long as you're thinking about it and you're trying to improve, I know it's a cliche saying, but if you're trying to improve 1% every day, then that's all you need to keep going. Maybe don't think about it as 1% every day, but move that needle. If you want to consistently wake up at 5 a.m. every day, how can you move the needle? How can you get closer to there? You can put your phone on the desk and keep it out of arm's reach and try to wake up 20 minutes earlier than the day before. And if you're saying, oh, I need to charge my phone at night. Dude, you're a fucking idiot. Grab your phone in the morning and then charge it when you start working. You don't need to charge your phone at night. How do you think so many people sleep in now? Because we leave our phones right next to us and it's so easy to grab it, and there is one button on your phone that is keeping you from success, and it's the snooze button. Why did they even invent that? In what world do you need to snooze? I set my alarm for this time. I want to be up at this time, so why the fuck would I want to snooze? There is no use for that button other to make you lazy. It's all about progressive overload. Progressively overload waking up early until you get consistent, and that extra 2 to 3 hours you gain will compound over months, over years, and you will surpass everyone else.